Prologue. French is clear on this point. Bending the knee or bending the leg means the same thing. Yet, we would rather say that's a nice leg you've got than a nice knee to someone demanding we kneel. So, the leg is not the knee, at least for reasons of taste. Whichever you bend, what really matters is the bend. Without it, taking a break would require an effort. Overcoming an obstacle will become an obstacle. Without the bend, going downstairs will be easy. But taking a big step would remain a dream of humankind. Mixing up leg and knee isn't such a big deal as long as the point is clear. Still, let's recall that being weak in the knees doesn't concern the legs, while a romp with legs in the air necessarily involves the knees. Whether one prefers to see things from the perspective of the leg or the knee, the fact is, without the latter, walking with style will be difficult, and this episode would have taken a very different turn. That's why, despite those who would sit on the matter rather than on someone's lap, the knee deserves a short tribute before we move on to today's topic, to which it owes so much. In previous episodes, we introduced walking models whose swing paths were simply basic curves. That simplification allowed us to focus on the relationship between swing movement and duration. However, in real walking, such neat curves are unlikely. During a step, the rotations of the leg and the thigh are more or less opposite and more or less synchronized. The resulting swing traces out sinuous paths. A walk can roughly be reduced to two main moments: support and swing, corresponding to the oscillation of the thigh, its forward-backward movement with each step. To walk on stilts, it would be enough. The presence of the knee allows the leg to bend, thus subdividing the swing phase into two secondary moments. First, the foot lifts, second, it lands. This naturally produces a shark-tooth-shaped swing path, of which we can distinguish three variants. One symmetrical, one tilted forward, and one tilted backward. By combining these models, we can create others, such as the symmetrical molar-shaped pattern. While these models are highly stylized and mechanical, the aim is to identify their echoes in more natural walks. For now, note the sharp peaks in the paths. These are inflection points, occurring when the thigh and leg reverse their rotations. A few clarifications. An inflection is the moment when a curve changes concavity, when it stops bending one way to bend the other. Inflection is not to be confused with simple flexion, the moment a curve deepens, nor with tension, when it flattens. A sinuous line presents points of flexion, inflection, and tension, precise instants when the curve shifts from deepening to flattening, from one concavity to another, from flattening to deepening. These three types of variation in a curve may be abrupt, breaking the line, or tangential, preserving the continuity of curvature. The tangent is a straight line that touches a curve without crossing it, except in the case of inflection. Back to our paths models. Their inflection points mark the moments when rotations reverse. For a path to create a sharp break, these rotations must be synchronous. They must reverse at the same time. To make inflections tangential, one must dampen the rotations and desynchronize them, give the leg a little lag relative to the thigh. Note that the forward and backward tilted models each feature one inflection point, while the symmetrical model features two. Most swing paths make do with one or two, more or less pronounced depending on the case. Let's compare three traveling walking models, with broken paths, with unbroken paths, and these more nuanced versions. One might think they seem similar, yet they form a first step toward characterizing a walk. Depending on how much the leg lags behind the thigh, a third or even fourth inflection point can appear, as in this walk of a parade soldier, of an opera soldier, or of a skater. Each time, the path results from a blend of the base models. Depending on the case, this blend introduces one or two intermediate steps between lift and landing. Beyond 4, the walker wobbles more than walks. With just 2 inflection points, you can already do plenty, like clear small hurdles or deflect balls thrown your way. There's no need to multiply inflections unless you want to animate a chaotic walk. But ignoring them would reduce the swing path to something as unspontaneous as a cubic shape or who knows what. That said, a circular path is very handy for dodging bowling balls, while a triangular one is perfect for avoiding triangles. In animation, we can do whatever we like. Or almost. We still avoid full circles or inverted triangles, which don't get you very far. In the next episode, we'll study the swing path of the round.